And we hot.
Back in the studio.
It's been a bit.
Yes.
We've
had a lot going on.
Hey, there was a lot going on today. Everybody that listens regularly, I'm glad old Nick texted us.
Our one listener.
Our one listener in Georgia.
And he let us know early, which he's on that fast time.
Well, I think he listens driving.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if you didn't know, I did put a post up about it, but we had what would you call it?
I didn't really feel like that was a technical problem. It
wasn't on our side.
That was a blind side.
It was a technical problem on our hosting site.
Yes.
Provider, whatever. I don't know what you call them. The people we upload this recording to and do all of our artwork, and then it sends it out to all the platforms you guys listen to it. Anyway, they apparently, a new company bought them, and they changed. It don't matter unless you're an old head like I am. I used to download RSS feeds in my email so I could read stuff. There's all kinds of things like that. But anyway, an RSS feed is what is sent out and this is on. And they had changed the address. And apparently you have to manually go in and change it in Apple. Apple. Leader of technology. The only one. I did, well, I say that. I went in unpublished this past week's podcast and republished it. Now, I don't know if they had caught up, Spotify and iHeart and YouTube and everybody else that we're on. But when I did that, I hadn't checked them. I went and checked them. They had it. Apple didn't. That's when I had to go dig into Apple and see it had the old RSS address, and then I had to go back and copy and go over there and paste it. And that was just a pain. I'm sorry, everybody, but they didn't tell us. At least tell us they're doing something so you could pay. Monday, I was tied up with my dad. He's getting cataract surgery, and it was a cluster. He's 83 years old, and he thought it was surgery day, and it was really only what they call it. I don't know. Pre-op day. And then his eye doctor that referred him there didn't tell him to put drops in his eyes 2 weeks prior. So nothing happened.
Except you come home from Dallas County.
I came home from Dallas County.
At the wrong time.
When it's rutting. Every picture I had that evening and the next day was the bucks I was looking for. Oh, and I had an 83-year-old man in my house from Sunday night till this morning when I dumped him out at his house at 7:00.
Oh, I thought maybe you took him on home yesterday.
I tried to take him home. I said, "You want me to carry you on to the house?" No, I'll just go ahead and stay.
I'm surprised about that.
You know why? I know why. Ball game was on. He don't have ESPN.
Well, and, but he needs to get back to the seventh wonder of the world down there.
Well, he was all concerned.
Yeah. Which with the weather we're having, I text Hunter last night and I said, you tell Ellie to make sure she leaves some water dripping night because she's 20 years old. She don't know and lives up there in Jacksonville, going to school by herself. And it's not an apartment. She's got a house.
Oh, said, she better be running the water to further sink.
Uh-huh. Maybe a couple.
Maybe make sure your hydrants is covered up too.
Yep.
I bet she hadn't done that.
Yeah, and she's got animals. So
by the time this one comes out next Monday, and I just watched the forecast. This thing's going to start Friday night, last Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday morning. Mm-hmm. And then we don't get above freezing until Wednesday or Thursday. So if I get an ice, half an inch is the least I've seen them call for, I will be here.
The ice apocalypse.
I might be sleeping in here. The heat runs up here. Yeah. God, I don't want to sleep on that little army cot again.
You may want to look into one of them, some kind of like a hideaway bed.
I got that. Well, she sleeps on it. My rollaway.
They make them units in full and queen. We had one at the lake house. Where are you going
to put a full size one in here?
Let me tell you, if I got to tough it out,
if I had an air mattress, I'd just sleep right here on top of the old table. If she wanted to be lovey-dovey, we could stay on that little single together. But you know what happens when lovey-dovey comes up? It's noby-noby. So,
yes.
But anyway, we should be if I have power, well, no, I'll have this uploaded and scheduled, hopefully. But if I have where I can check, I'll make sure it shows up everywhere. But you'll be at home too, unless you're out cutting tree limbs.
That's a possibility.
So
I figure they've probably already started several rosters, several companies, several states.
Well, they've usually got y'all on standby by now.
Yeah, I figured.
Because this isn't Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina. My son called me today, said they're supposed to get 14 inches of snow in North
I
Carolina.
think Arkansas, they showed snow there.
Yeah, so.
I mean, and the thing is, they're calling for more snow up that way, but we're getting ice here, which is going to affect the power lines.
Yes.
Right. Well,
a half inch of ice would break a power line without a tree limb coming down on it.
Right. And even if it didn't, we've got enough pine beetle pines that something's going to happen. And I know you'll be the first one without power. So,
and our co-op,
they should just go ahead and cut your power off Saturday morning and be done with it.
Save it from sparking and arcing.
That'd be a good way for you to tell Rebecca, grab your little box and let's just go to the hunting camp while all this is going on. Grab the dogs in the MiFi box and let's go.
You know, we could. I ain't thought about that.
You might con her into that. You got good gas heat.
Get ready Friday. I'll go on to work. She can drive.
You can make her at your daddy's.
She can drive herself down there like she always does.
With the dogs. You don't let them ride in your truck. There you go.
Those shedding rascals.
There you go.
So,
man, we're coming up. We're plotting now.
I'll have to talk to her about that.
Just ask her if she want to go on a romantic getaway for the weekend with all this bad weather coming in.
Well, they might come in down there too, though.
You're gonna need to juice the Sammy up when you get down there and make sure it's full of fuel.
It's full, but you know what? I didn't juice it up before I left. I juiced it up right before I didn't put nothing in it, buddy. It sucked down 5 gallons of gas. You know, that thing don't get real good gas mileage for being a little tiny 1.3 liter.
Big boy, big block.
Apparently, it sucked some gas. It only has a 10-gallon tank though. So,
70 horsepower. It's struggling pulling mud tires.
That's why you don't get stuck. You don't spin.
Right. That's how my old tracker was. Mm-hmm. It would Sidekick. I had a Suzuki Sidekick.
Well. We hinted at it last week. We both went and did something I said I was never going to do, and I don't know how you exactly felt about it.
I said the same.
I was in agreements with Cuz Strickland that I wouldn't walk across the living room to shoot at a duck. We went duck hunting.
Yep.
And I had one of the best times of my life. Now, would I give up turkey hunting to do it? No.
I'd give up some deer hunting time.
Well, if we lived in the flyway.
Yeah. Or if our good friends would just say, hey, y'all come anytime y'all want to.
Just come on up. Just let us know. Yeah, you got the key hid under the mat.
Shoot us a text a week before.
Yeah, let me know. You know.
I would really, though, if I could. I'd love to go there twice a year. And
it would be fun.
It was a blast.
And they really... You know, the ducks hadn't been flying good according to the big duck hunters, good all year. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what's good or bad, but I had a good time. We shot. We never got 3 limits of ducks or 4 limits.
We got close that last day.
That last day, we had about 20.
Yeah.
20,
and then we had a cripple.
And a cripple got away.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And, 24 would have been a 4-manner.
That's it.
And we had to pack up, clean, and all that.
Well, a couple of ducks was missed.
Yeah.
That whole group of mallards didn't come in. I mean, he worked them. I mean,
I wish I'd have shot that one that landed, the first one that landed.
Yeah,
I was on it.
You did kill one.
I did kill a mallard.
So, go on our Instagram page. I think I put it on it.
You killed a beauty of a wood duck.
Well, it would have been.
Well.
It would have been.
To the 12 gauge got the holt of it for the third time.
I shot this wood duck, and I do think they're the prettiest duck out there. And I'm shooting a 20 gauge. He was coming in, and I shot him. He's kind of quartering to me. So it was a pretty easy shot. He just folded up and hit a tree. I heard a thud, and we're standing in, what would you call that? Just a flooded hole?
They call it a slough.
Slough, but there ain't no lake. I don't know what you call it. Like an old, I bet it was an old oxbow slough that filled in. Okay, well, anyway, full of beautiful old cypress and that kind of stuff. We put pictures up everywhere. If you ain't seen them, you ain't following us. But that duck hit the ground. Feathers fell out of the air
for
from that
3
tree.
hours.
And I go, we ain't got to take the P-row out and get this one. He's like, because he was laying, but kind of just past Ron.
Yeah.
I'd turn around and look at it. Old duck still just laying there.
I ain't even
Turn
heard
around
it flop.
and look at it. No, it didn't flop. I turn around and look, and there ain't no duck. And I see Charlie. Your duck's swimming off. Your duck's swimming off. And all of a sudden, that 12 gauge, that 3-inch.
That old Beretta 12 Bart.
He put the old duck. He didn't swim no more, but he wasn't mountable after that. So, and before we get started, I want to thank Charlie. I don't know if he'll listen to the podcast, but for somebody, I understand him inviting you. Y'all are kinfolks. But he invited me. He didn't know me. We met one time at your house, and he come over here and did the podcast.
Right.
That's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
To carry you to a place like that, so rich in history, so much private property.
And Charlie touched on that when he was on the podcast, but unless you're there with the historian himself and get to, we crossed Grandpa's Bridge.
Oh.
We done the full
Ingram Lake.
We done the full Arkansas.
Listen, I learned how to yo-yo fish. We're going to get into all of
that
this.
That was awesome.
And I need the message because I'm buying some. They gonna them things gonna dangle around my dock fishing.
Well,
me.
I talked to Boxcar this weekend. He said, "Man, I didn't know they was illegal. We hang them on the dock."
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm buying some.
Well,
I just don't see them for sale. I didn't see them for sale at Vans, but I ain't really been looking.
Right.
So anyway, we'll get into that. But I just wanted, before we went, that man invited us up. We go to his house. We ride in his truck. He's pulling his side-by-side 4-seater. Always good conversation all the way up there.
Oh, yeah. Never a dull
he's
moment,
so
really.
versatile. And I know he's a financial guy by trade, but he knows so much about everything. If you didn't know it, you'd think he might have been an oil changer at somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't mean that derogatory at all. I just meant not that Wall Street high pressure.
He's a chameleon.
Guy.
He just kind of blends in.
Well,
now you heard him keep saying, well, these guys here, they're not useless like me. Now, when it comes to
that's wrong.
building out, that's what he's saying. He has no carpentry skills or mechanical skills, but
he could make you a millionaire
real quick
if you have the money.
If you're a carpenter that's got a little money you want to invest, he can fix you.
I wish I'd have known him 10 years ago.
But me and him got talking about his buggy, about how it was he was bottoming out. He was having to walk further to the holes, and asked me would I help him do a lift and tire.
Wait a minute, before you get there. I used to see these buggies, these mud buggies is what I call them, lifted up, jacked up, looked like something out of the ghetto somewhere.
With the portals on them and stuff.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going, why would anybody need a side-by-side jacked up 2 feet high? I found out.
We know.
Go ahead and tell your story.
But Charlie asked me would I help him because he knew I'd done a bunch of work on side-by-side stuff. And I said, yeah, you get the stuff, we'll do it. We based it off Ron, his buddy's buggy, except Charlie went up and went a little bigger on tires, a little taller.
Oh, he had to outdo him just
because I think Ron told him, hey, I bought these, but I wish I would have went with, 2 inches taller.
Oh, it was Ron he outdid.
Yeah, Ron, we put the same setup, same lift and everything Ron's got. But, hey, it did not bother Charlie a bit. He jumped right in there. We got greasy. We got dirty.
I was going to ask you, was he good help?
Well, he was learning. You know what I mean?
He's never been exposed to it.
And he's super intelligent. So it was just a sponge the whole time we were putting the thing on. And you know how some of the instructions are. They're not real clear.
Did you see my desk?
Yes. I did see
my personal TikTok is a 7-part series, Desk from Hell. I thought about him when I was putting it together because we toted in those boxes.
Yeah.
That
my niece.
Your niece.
Yeah.
Had ordered, and he said, no, he don't put them together. He don't know nothing about that stuff. I'm thinking, man.
I kind of wish I
do
was
too.
in his boat from time to time on that stuff.
But you know what? That's the last assembly project Anthony Crow will ever do other than putting a ladder stand together or something like that.
Something for you.
It won't come in 2 boxes and 3,000 pieces. There was 2-gallon bags of screws and crap.
And
when I saw that,
separated,
and they give me a T-handle screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, and an Allen wrench. That's all you need. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'll get on that soapbox. I won't shut up. But so he crawled under there, and I don't know. Yeah. I've never done a lift on anything like that, so I wouldn't know what to do. I mean.
Well,
I'm pretty mechanically inclined.
You could tell it prided him, though, when we were done because,
sure,
that's his buggy. That's his, what he wanted. And he
helped put the lift on.
But it was a dramatic, crazy change because...
it's a lot different than watching a ticker tape or whatever, studying those portfolios and all that kind of stuff.
We went from, I think, Ranger comes with 14 or 16 inches ground clearance. Now you can stick a 5-gallon bucket and change the oil.
I could have been on my hands and knees and crawled under it. What are you talking about? And I saw why. We bottomed out.
Well, we've been texting. We're about to do the mutter clutch kit and get some fender flares on it.
Because he did get water in there.
Yep. That's this summer's project. So
okay.
Or spring, sometime this summer. It won't be spring. He won't bother me in the spring. Plus, he's planning
it won't do no good with
He's planning on making a couple of turkey hunts himself this year. So
I'd like to take him with us on a trip if he'd go.
I think he would if we'd let him know enough, far enough out.
Yeah, I know in his world.
Yeah, it's not a drop. Find out on Monday and go Friday.
And springtime, I imagine it's a busy time for him with people getting their tax stuff together and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. He's doing the perfect thing. But he's getting into deer hunting too, though, now.
Yeah, and what his deer hunt consists of? He loves feeding his family they love to eat wild game because it's good for you. And he's just learning more and more about it.
He's a financial Ted Nugent now.
Yeah.
I'll call him Uncle Charlie from now on.
Yeah, Uncle Charlie.
Well, no. Oh, hell no. I was the oldest one in the truck again. At least he was in his 50s.
We call him Cha-Cha. He's not used to that because if you notice when he answered the business phone, it was Charlton.
I know. He wouldn't even
Charlie.
I don't know if you're supposed to say that on there. He never would say it in here.
What his
real name said Charlie was fine.
Yeah. Well, it's because he knows where...
I almost put Chester in the podcast. I don't know where I come. I mean, Rochester.
Yeah.
So,
but
anyway, that's where I come up with that. And I said, no, it's Charlie. But let me tell you, a host, you couldn't ask for better. We got a history lesson the whole way over there.
Yeah.
I mean, from different parts into Mississippi and Arkansas. This was formed here and this
kind of went a little different route to hit Grandpa's Bridge. We come out a different way, but
sure did. It was a history of all the towns, what they were and what now they grow pot and So I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and we'll get into the duck hunting, but just seeing the town feeding us. Oh my God, we ate.
Yeah, we ate great.
I mean, for you, I know you felt like you was a big time cheater. I mean, and we taught the girl at the little hamburger barbecue stand something. They'd never heard of. Listen, people in Arkansas, you can put barbecue on your baked potato. They didn't have them, but they do now.
They do now, and she is curious about that white sauce. That Alabama white sauce.
Next year when we go up,
I'll make a jar before we go.
Make a jar.
We'll take it by the big. I don't even. You remember the name of that place?
No,
I know
it was dark when we got there. I didn't even pay.
We were in Clarendon, the big town of Clarendon.
Yeah, population of Trafford or less. Well, maybe I don't know. So anyway, it was. I just want to be sure he knows how much I appreciate it because and plus I thought I lost my earbuds and he took all that time looking and then I found them. I'm going to blame you. Let me tell you why I'm blaming you. First off, I said, I wonder if I rolled that up in my sleeping bag. I said, because it was laying, I could have laid it there and rolled up my sleeping bag. I said, golly, I don't want to have to roll that up. And then I said, well, it's 2 foot long now because he stuck that pillow down in there with it because it almost filled up my new tote. I put that sleep. That's my travel bag, and that pillow sucks, but it worked. But so when I put that in that bag, I didn't see my black Bose earbud case, and it covered it up. and that kept it from rattling too when I moved it around. So I'm blaming you. It wasn't my fault. So
I'm thinking we glue an Apple AirTag to them.
it's gonna do something.
I mean, and I wasn't trying to be an Apple geek when I said, "Can you track them?" Because I mean, I know they're expensive, they're both, so I didn't know if they had an app or what.
And this is I got a first generation. This is a second. They've come out with another third one, but they were out of stock. I bought these with credit card points. Okay,
right.
But they retail. I looked them up. If I ordered them online or anywhere, they're about $350.
I just didn't know if on their app there was a way to track them or anything.
No. They're off when they go in the case. They're off and charging.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like my shooting.
Have you found those?
No, never used them.
Never used them. You showed them to me out here one night, didn't you? Or that's when you realized you lost them?
That's when I realized I lost them.
Well, you buy you another set, you'll find those. Anthony might take them.
Well, I done replaced them with some axles, so we just got to find these.
So anyway, our first day there, it was a travel day. Day. We traveled over there and we kind of got set up in the camp house and watched a ball game that night. Was that night?
Yeah, we went to Clarendon and come back and eat. And Charlie, he goes to bed early. It was about, 8:45?
Yeah, before 9 o'clock. We stayed up till a little after 10 watching Ole Miss get beat.
Yeah.
So anyway, we wake up at just a little earlier than I normally get up. 4 o'clock. I get up at 5 every day.
Real early for me.
So we're up and now the water. We won't go into the iron water or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't even brush my teeth with it. I'd use a bottle of water. Thank God he brought bottled water with him.
It didn't kill me.
No. I grew up on a well that had iron in it.
That was very stout iron.
Your white T-shirts go orange.
Right.
A light orange if you washed in them and that kind of stuff. But, if them old boys would let us duck hunt regular between me and you, we could keep that place maintenanced up.
Oh, yeah.
I'd put them in a water filter.
And I'd go fix a water leak. It's skin.
Oh, yeah, it's a skin shack. But, anyway, so we did that night. We got up at 4 and we took off to their property. They got property where their camp is, but they got a remote piece of property that would happen to be better duck hunting, I guess.
35 minutes away?
Yeah, about 35 minutes, a couple hundred acres, I'd guess. And we unloaded, and that's when we proceeded through the mud and the junk, and we rode around, dodged limbs. Now, I trim limbs, too. I'd be a limb trimmer.
Oh, yeah.
I could trim the limbs.
Going into that first field.
I don't care where we went. Those limbs.
You'd have that little Milwaukee.
Yeah, yeah. I cut some muscadine vines out of the way, too. But anyway, we go to, what's that blind called we set in? The bench seat one? I don't know what it's called. I'm not a duck hunter, everybody. Listen, I'm a duck shooter.
A sled blind.
Sled blind.
That's what
sled blind.
Yeah.
And it didn't have as much camouflage on it as I thought.
Me either.
I thought it'd be all grassied up and all that. You know what you see. Apparently you don't need it.
Yeah.
But the ducks fly right. And they didn't fly right. Because the wind was wrong.
Charlie put us straight to work.
Yeah.
We learned how to put the decoys out.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, we rode out there in the dark. We're in waders. First time I ever wore waders in water. First time I ever wore waders. Period.
Yeah.
So we're out there wading around. I don't know if it's ankle deep or belly button deep.
Gonna fall
I didn't know
off
if
in a
I was going to be teabagging in my waders or not, which it didn't matter because I never felt the cold water in those waders.
No.
So, yeah, we chunked decoys out, made a big spread out there. A couple dozen of them, I guess. Yeah. So, and then you was jerk boy.
Well, we didn't think we had that. Remember, we found out in the water. So he rigged that up, and I got to be the jerk boy.
So I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. And then we waited on daylight, and the ducks come in. They start coming in before daylight.
Oh, yeah, we started hearing all kind of stuff, seeing stuff.
And there was a little shooting before shooting light off in the distance here and there.
Yeah.
We didn't shoot. We played by the rules.
I noticed Charlie was kind of stickler on that. He watched the clock.
No, it's gonna. He was right on the time. We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
As soon as it hit, he'd say, "Shoot 'em, boys."
Yeah.
If we had ducks in front of us.
What all did we shoot at? I know we shot gadwalls.
Shot some teal.
No greenheads or mallards, and no wood ducks. No wood ducks.
We had a big wad flyovers, but they didn't come in.
Yeah, they stayed. They knew better. I was worried because, I'm shooting that old 20 gauge that was my dad's that I had dipped and worked on, and it didn't work during dove season, but I had it worked on. It did good.
It did real good.
Shot 1 or 2 ducks that day. We didn't have a big mess of ducks that day. What?
We ended up with 4.
Was it 4 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we had one limit.
Yep.
But the wind changed and it was wrong. It's supposed to be hitting us in the face. And they supposed to come in behind us. And
then they did, and you couldn't get a shot quick enough because you're like, where'd that come from?
I knocked my dang head off on that bar and went across the top of it. I learned to keep bent over till you stand up, or I was just going to start shooting sitting down. I didn't know what to do.
Charlie's a phenomenal caller.
Oh, my God.
He's a really good caller.
He is.
He worked. He was working his butt off trying to get us birds.
Well, we know the secret now. A good cigar.
Got to have the cigar and your thermos. You don't leave that thermos.
Of coffee. Nissan thermos.
I'm pretty sure if we'd left that thermos at the camp, we would turn around and went back and got that thermos.
He'd been like my pawpaw. He didn't go nowhere without no coffee. Of course, I carried some with me too.
I had my little cup, but since then I've added a thermos to my arsenal.
Oh yeah, you got to have a thermos. And I found one of them Nissan thermoses for $29.
I seen a couple of them on eBay.
Yeah.
I looked around. I didn't find the one he's got with that rubber webbing and the woodland camo. I didn't find that.
I found some woodland camo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're missing the rubber webbing.
Missing that webbing.
I'll be dang. Still, we know they keep coffee hot forever, apparently.
My God, he drank it till dark.
Yeah. Still smoking.
So, if it wasn't a cigar smoking, it was a cup of coffee smoking. So we did that, went back, had a fine brunch.
Oof. Yeah.
Breakfast is what it was, but it was brunch time because we hunted to about 10:30, something like that. They rest their holes. They don't hunt afternoons, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
Because matter of fact, I think I did doze off on the couch there for a minute. After breakfast, I was so full. And cleaned the ducks. And then he said, boys, we're going to go fishing, going to go yo-yoing. I didn't know what he was talking about.
Going to Ingram Lake.
Going yo-yoing. I had no clue what yo-yoing was. And I do now.
Yeah.
And I will have me some yo-yos. I started to order some today. But I had this big giant bill I had to pay the processor. Anyway, so there's a boat already down there. It was an old oxbow lake, Ingram Lake. How long would you think that thing is? 3/4 mile?
Probably.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Makes a big bend. He breaks out these little old things, and some of y'all might know what he's talking about. If not, just YouTube yo-yo fishing. But I don't know how to explain it. It looks like a tiny fly rod to me, or fly reel.
Yeah, but it's got guts like a tape measure where it reels back up.
Reels up. It's spring loaded, and then it's got little notches where you can set your depth of your line.
Neat little deal.
And
he taught us how to tie those onto the trees.
We tied them up, baited them up.
He says, I suck at holding minnows.
And what did we do? We dodged silver carp.
Asian carp,
my God. That oxbow, when the river floods, it not all normally flooded, they're in a serious, serious drought. These 25, 30-pound fish are coming out of the water at you. I mean, they're kamikazes. I was holding the boat paddle in front of my face.
When they hit you in the ribs, they're not breath.
That one did come up and get you. He got you right in the back. Then, let's see, Charlie got it.
He got in the boat, and then he's back there fighting it.
He got you, and then y'all said, it's your turn now. It's your turn. And by God, one come up in there at me. I mean, right on me. He wasn't quite as big as those that hit you in the back. That hit you in the back. But them things, I've seen them on TV.
Me
we don't
too.
have none here.
I know in Illinois, you see them people going down there getting whacked off sea-doos and everything else.
I've seen them on water skis catching them with dip nets. And
Which
stuff.
Charlie said his daughter got hit in the face.
I can see where they
and he
knock
said
your
she didn't
teeth
get
out.
back in the boat for 6 months.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
Looking at the size of them, I can't either.
I'm telling you, that's why I stood that boat paddle up in front of me. It probably would have broke my wrist, or the battle that hit me in the face broke my nose.
We didn't see any of them under 10 pounds.
No.
They were huge.
No, you then thought, when we first got down there and there was a few jumping, you didn't thought the big fish, big bass was jumping or something, but it was them carp. But we set our lines out, and before we got done, we kind of rolled back through checking everything. We done had a couple that was tripped and caught a couple of fish, right? 2 or 3, some catfish.
I know we had that catfish on that big dead snag.
And a big crappie.
Yeah.
So anyway, we left them, and I don't know what we did. We went something.
We went to eat.
Did we?
Yeah.
What did we eat?
Mexican.
Oh, that is right. We did eat Mexican.
He took us to the better one. It was about 35 minutes away.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything's kind of 35 minutes.
Like where I live.
Yeah.
I go Dollar General. It's 35 minutes there and back, and that's if I don't buy nothing. If I go to Walmart, it's 30 minutes one way.
I've driven from my house to your house 1,000,000 times now, and it don't matter if I go the speed limit, if I speed, what I do, it's 35 minutes down here. I mean, I don't care how I do it. Daylight, dark, perfect weather, crappy weather, 35 minutes. So we're used to 35 minutes. That's a hop and a skip.
So day 2, we get in bed. We went to bed fairly reasonable time. Charlie was done ahead of us, though.
Yeah.
We get up 4 again, make some coffee. I get up. I'm first one up. You got up right behind me first day. Second day, you kind of drifted back. You and Charlie got up about 4:15. Somewhere in there. I done turned the coffee pot on, went and brushed my teeth.
Well, that was
that's my normal thing. I like to get the juices flowing early.
Charlie was glad to hear that. He said, "Oh, well, I'll make it. You flip it on."
He had the pot ready. Just turned the switch on.
I have some stout coffee for me anyway. Man,
it was. I could tell it was Starbucks, of course, and it's already strong to begin with. And I don't know if you looked in that filter, but he filled that thing to the top.
Oh, we got about 4 pots out of that one bag.
That's about it. And it was stout. I love a good stout coffee though, and it was good. Duck hunting, I filled up my little Yeti. And anyway, so we take off, and this second day we go to a whole new spot where Ron had hunted the day before and said this will be the place.
That's something that happened Friday. We got to meet Ron, another one of the members.
Yeah, he's president.
He's the president. We found that out. Yeah,
he's the man. I like Ron. He's a good guy.
Hey, we didn't get to meet Jamie, his brother. He sounded like a car too.
Says, I think he'd be kind of a boxcar kind of fella.
Every time Grace comes home, she's talking about Ron and Jamie. I mean, them's her buddies at duck camp.
And they live pretty close.
Yeah, they're like 45
He would have probably stayed. Well,
Ron did stay.
Yeah.
But Jamie couldn't come.
Their mother was in the hospital. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Ron had hunted this spot the day before, and he said, that's where we need to be. And he was right.
Yeah.
I mean, we of course waited out. I was kind of scared there. Well, I didn't know.
It was dark when we walked in that water.
Well, I know. And he said, don't go out too far because it gets deep.
And watch your cypress knees are under the water.
Them cypress knees. And there was more than cypress knees. Logs laying down. Felt like I was trying to hurdle in these giant 1,200 gram boots built into your waders. But we had a good spot. I thought you could see fairly well. I think I could probably see better than you could see.
Boy, if I'd have had your Milwaukee with me for about 5 minutes, I'd have had me a nice lane and we'd have still been camoed.
Yeah.
I'd have nipped the tops out of that butt brush.
Well, we hadn't been there long at all, and the cigars fired up because you could smell it. And the ducks started coming. A lot of ducks was coming. It was dark.
Yeah.
You could hear them. You can hear them splash when they land. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we waited on shooting light, and then they told us we could shoot, and then the ducks was coming. We had a pretty good shoot that day.
Yeah.
It was a lot better than the day before. We actually got almost 2 limits, right?
Yeah. So
I killed a duck or two. And Was that when
I killed the mallard?
you killed the mallard?
Not knowing. I mean,
You just shot a duck.
Let's not blow smoke here. Y'all were turning around. Them two were talking. You turn around.
Let's blow some smoke. We're all doing the duck hunting thing. 3 of us are anyway. We're talking and laughing and talking about cigars and drinking coffee, and all of a sudden, boom! And you hear splash. No,
well, the thing landed
what's
15
happening?
feet from me.
I didn't have time to say nothing. You're supposed to. I mean, if you missed him, what if he'd been crippled up and landed? I mean,
I had 2 more shots. He landed in that pocket. I mean, just out of nowhere. I never even seen the duck.
I learned something. Let's talk about that. I thought I've seen them do this on, I don't know, Mountain Men or the Mountain Men, I guess, because they show them idiots in Alaska, them Inuits or whatever they are. I shouldn't call them idiots. One of them is. I see them shoot them ducks and geese on the water. I thought, to be honest with you, I thought that was not proper. Not sporting, not ethical. But apparently in the duck hunting world, that's more than ethical.
Charlie prefers to hit them.
He prefers them on the water.
He wants them off the water, kill them coming into the water.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, if they land,
it's game on.
it's still game on. It's not like dove hunting. Now, I'll shoot a dove off solid. If he lands in the limb or if he lands on the power line, I know it's not what you're supposed to do. Everybody will talk about you a little bit, but you know what? I don't hear them when I'm eating that dove.
Mm-mm.
So I just assumed it was that way duck hunting, but no. Found out real quick. And if their head sticks up when they hit the water after you shoot them out of the air, you shoot them again and again until that head don't pop up no more.
They're a lot tougher than I thought.
Well, he kind of explained that with the steel shot. It's just not like shooting lead.
Mm-hmm.
He said lead would kill them dead back in the day.
And you can't afford TSS.
Oh, no.
I wonder if that bismuth's any better.
It's heavier. It's heavier than steel. I don't know, but it's
priced on up there too.
I shot a little of the bismuth when it first come out in turkey loads. But anyway, so yeah, old partner over here, he shoots one. Don't tell nobody duck's coming in, nothing. Just quiet. He's real quiet about it. He can say what he wants to say, but I know what happened. He just didn't want Anthony shooting over there. He wanted that mallard. He said he didn't know it was a mallard. How could you miss that big green head?
This thing, I'm looking straight ahead and it lands to my right. Just boom, hit the water.
So you shot him on the water, right?
On the water.
On the water.
I just knew it was a duck. And Charlie said, duck, boom, duck, boom. That's what he taught us. I was just doing what I was told.
But he didn't say duck. And you didn't say duck.
I didn't have time to say nothing.
So anyway, it was a beautiful mallard. I mean, nearly perfect. I really couldn't tell where you shot it.
I didn't know till Charlie got around there in the P-row and he goes, man, this is a nice duck. And I'm going, I just thought it was a duck. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't care. He said, if it's a duck, you kill it. So me and you, we know how to do that.
All you crack shot duck hunters, I don't hear it no more. I like shooting ducks. They easy to hit. Now, maybe if they flying high or they crossing you, that's a little different. But you let them circle around, cup those wings like they're coming in. They're almost a motionless target. That's almost it's almost not even fair. But it is.
I know the one that cupped up on the last day. It didn't have a prayer. Man. It shouldn't have flown to our side.
That thing kind of went backwards twice. Yeah. Ba-boom. I don't know which one of us shot first or second.
I don't either.
I just know it was ba-boom. And that duck went backwards. And he didn't stick his head up no more.
No.
He was the dead duck.
I did notice, though, the more wind pushes your deads around and you chasing them in a P-row. It's I'm thankful for Charlie handling all that.
He did. He handled every bit of it.
I don't think he trusted me and you in the P-row just in case.
I'll be honest with you. I was really not wanting to go out in that P-row. I know what I do in canoes. Yeah, and I could just see myself sinking and you're going, well, it's meeting one now, folks. Your waders fill up and to the bottom you go.
Yeah.
And that'd probably be right. I could see light. The top of my head would be out of the water, but my nose wouldn't stick up enough to breathe. I didn't want to get out there. But he went out there and collected all the ducks. He put out the decoys. He collected the decoys. He could have left the decoys out, but like he said, that day 2, he could have left them out because we went back to the same place. Mm-hmm. But it was like, well, what if it's not right?
Yeah.
Then you got to go out there and get them and then go to where you're going. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, thank you, Charlie, for doing that. And looking like a little old tugboat going out across there with that cigar puffing, except he dropped it and got it wet.
Thank God Ron had a backup.
I learned something, though. I learned something that second day. Don't tell him where a duck is. Not when he's stuck on a cypress knee or buckbrush or whatever he was.
He was.
I was afraid to say anything after that. I don't have to say where it is. I was just trying to help him. I didn't know he was stuck. So, it was fun, and that was not. It was grouchiness, but it was fun grouchiness. I mean, we were laughing about it before he got back. So anyway, that day we had a good shoot. Went back, went to the Mexican joint. Well, we went back, yo-yoed.
That night we come back and cooked. That would have been Saturday night.
Oh, that was. Oh, yeah.
That was
right.
the big cook.
Yeah.
We cleaned more ducks and more fish.
More ducks and catfish and crappie.
He showed us the 2 techniques. We breasted some and we plucked some.
Well, yep,
so
sure did.
we know those techniques now. We know how to kind of halfway clean a duck.
And I've got them down there. We're going to come up. Rebecca said she'd eat it up.
Yeah.
So maybe Laura will. Man, if somebody will have to. Well, I put 10 fillets to a pack. So we can cook them twice.
We can learn from our first mistake.
No, I don't know. We're not going to make a mistake.
I've
already been studying some.
But when all else fails, cream cheese, jalapeno, and bacon, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
We'll figure that out.
Cook them medium.
Yeah.
Cook them medium.
Cook them medium.
So
we had a spread that night.
Oh, yeah, man. We come in and, golly, I thought, man, he's cooking for like 10 or 12 people.
I thought more people was coming into camp.
Well, I did too. And we had catfish, we had deer, some of your deer. Had hush puppies, onion rings, French fries.
Coleslaw.
I mean, a ton of it. But when we went back to clean up, wasn't near as much there.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
We ate a lot more than I thought we'd eat.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. It was, that'd been worth the trip. You hadn't shot a duck.
Oh, yeah.
So it was fantastic. And then you spend the evening out on that back deck looking at the river and watching the sun go down. And
it would be crazy, though, if that was up where it's supposed to be, because he said typically, you know, when we was riding in the buggy, we were looking at watermark 10 foot above the buggy, but he said they just get in the boat there and drive back to Ingram through the woods.
Yeah, through the woods.
And we was on side by side.
Me and Ron was smoking a cigarette out on the deck. And we were talking about, I said, man, this is so peaceful and quiet. You know, he said, we're in the middle of nowhere. And I said, I'd love to see it when the water's up. He said, you ever see it when it floods? He said, the water came all the way up to the bottom of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're up high because, 8 feet above on stilts?
Yeah, at least.
But maybe 10. But the water came all the way to the top up there, to the post. I said, golly, that'd be hard to even imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But
man, them sunsets hit different in Arkansas. I don't know what to. I guess because it's so wide open, but we've seen some amazing sunrises and sunsets.
It was something.
That one sunset, when we got another history lesson, Ron took us out on the back deck and was talking about how back in the heyday, if you will, about how many thousands and thousands of ducks you would see every evening flying to roost. Yeah. So, which we did see quite a few, but he said that was like that, kind
of like
they were talking about how sad it was.
Oh, we forgot too. Wasn't that the day we went to Max Prairie Wing?
Yeah, that was Saturday.
We did a lot.
We never rested.
No, there was no resting.
It was like going to a camp.
Because, I had taught like me, and you might get up and go hunt sandhill cranes Monday morning. This old boy didn't get up Monday morning. not at 5:00.
I didn't either. And I was fairly tired.
So anyway, yeah, we did. That was an adventure.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad that Bass Pro Shops bought them out, but so, I look for that to change. And there was a ton of Cabela's Bass Pro Shop stuff there, but that was a different place.
Yeah. And I looked
They had shotgun shells by the gazillions.
truckloads.
God, they were everywhere.
Any kind you wanted. Brand.
And you could tell what they keyed in on. Everything was pretty much duck related. It had some a little bit of turkey stuff, but it was boats and.
Well, that was part of our history lesson too. Charlie said Max is the #1 seller of Winchester ammunition in the world.
In the world,
sells more duck hunting loads than Winchester.
Because they were talking about sales were way off this year because the drought. The ducks didn't come, or not like they would normally. So we did that.
Put it in perspective, they said typically they're around 26 feet.
Yeah.
And it was 10.6.
Yeah. So,
I mean, that's a big
20
difference.
20 feet low. All the fields were basically dry. Now, there was millions of geese, though. Oh my God. Snow geese as far as you could see. When they got up in the mornings, they didn't stop.
And, man, that field out there by Max, it had all them speckled bellies in it.
You kept wanting to become an outlaw.
I know.
Let me out. I'll go down the ditch.
Man, them things eat real good.
I'd like to try them. But so we went there and come back and eat. That's when we cooked.
Come back and started cooking. Yeah.
So it was a well, didn't we? Yeah, we went and checked the lines again. Yeah. So we and then we baited them up for the night.
Yeah.
Or he went back. No, we went with him and gathered them up that night. Sunday morning we didn't go back and get yo-yos. We went and.
Oh, that's right. We come back. We had to pull the boat.
Yeah,
and all that
get the motor and all that stuff.
Yep.
So, listen, we did so much other than duck hunting. Maybe that's why I liked it.
And it's hard to keep up with what all we did. Like, it gets out of order.
I probably should have took a piece of paper and just jotted it down because, like I said, he wanted us to have the full experience.
We didn't have time to write nothing down.
I think if it'd been deer season, we'd have been out there with a rifle in a shooting house somewhere in the evening time.
They had them too. They've killed some pretty nice deer.
Some nice deer. But it was an experience. But our last day was the day, Sunday morning.
Cold,
got down into the 20s. Not icy on the water or nothing like that, but big frost. And the ducks come. We had ducks. They started flying. I mean, we just
hundreds.
barely got the guns hung up on the tree, kind of set on around. You could hear them fluttering coming. You kind of catch a glimpse of them. It was so dark. You could hear them splashing and landing.
We kept waiting for that shooting.
I know.
And kept watching more land.
Shoot them more land. So, and it was fairly active that first hour or so of daylight. It slowed a little bit, and then it would start over again. And then let's see, Charlie shot a mallard. It hung up in that tree.
That's right
behind us. And I'm not sure that I'm not sure there wasn't a hen mallard killed.
I think there was.
Yeah. So, but we shot wood ducks and more gadwalls. I don't know if we had any teal in there or not. No. So
no pintail, no teal,
none of them.
And now we did the first day. Remember, we seen that spoon come over, only one by itself, and it never got low enough. But we did get to see some pictures of those. Those are cool looking.
Yeah, they're cool. So it was I don't know. I shot plenty. And if it was a slow season, I wouldn't know it because I never did it. I thought it was pretty much action packed to me.
Yeah.
I'd had to go buy shells if it got any more active.
I'd at least had to went back to the truck. We both would have had to make a trip back to the truck if Sunday morning would have kept holding up like it was.
Yeah. I did almost fall in Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I tripped over. It wasn't a cypress knee. It was one of them underwater logs. I hit it when it got water up to a little above my wrist, but it dried out quick. It wasn't cold.
I turned around. I thought you was playing Twister.
Oh, man. You know me and barbed wire and apparently underwater obstacles.
I was just glad you hadn't fell completely down because of it being so cold.
Yeah, it would have been bad. I'd probably just went and got in the buggy and said, text me when and I went to the truck.
Yeah.
Because I could get back from there.
Yeah.
I knew where I was going. Now, that first day when he drove us all the way across that thing, I was all lost. I had no clue where we was.
And it was pitch dark. I had no clue.
When I thought we was getting stuck and the water got in there, and I thought, oh, God Almighty, we're going to walk out of this thing. But we didn't. The old lift kit worked. We had to get out and let it pick up a little bit.
Got to see their pump stations.
Oh, how they fill them up. And yeah, it was. I'm telling you, I learned a lot.
Yeah, it was neat.
Gained a little respect for duck hunters. Now, not so necessarily y'all are crack shots because I killed them. So maybe it's different. I don't know. Shooting geese might be different. I don't know if it's higher and whatever how you do it, but we didn't shoot none of them. I would have one to come low enough.
It wasn't above me. But man,
but we brought back 18 or 20 Sunday morning, got them cleaned. Let's see. Well, we had breakfast again, did we not? No, we decided we'd wait and get some on the way out. No, we got it on the way in.
Yeah.
So we cleaned the ducks, did a good cleanup on the camp. Beautiful camp house, lodge. Well, I don't know what you call it. Full kitchen, 2 bathrooms. What, 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms? I didn't look. I didn't really pay attention. Maybe 3.
2 bedroom or 2 bathroom, 3 bedrooms.
Yeah. There was a bedroom on the
huge open living room and kitchen.
Yeah. It was something. Beautiful woodwork inside. It was just a nice place. I'm excited to get invited back.
Me too.
I'd like to go over there in the summertime and yo-yo fish. I bet you the mosquitoes would tote you away.
Well, you can bet them girls will be going soon in the spring.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts warming
I ain't going
up.
in spring now. If there's some turkeys out there, I might have called one in for Charlie.
Yeah.
I ain't got to shoot them. I enjoy calling them now. I ain't shot enough of them yet to where I wouldn't shoot no more. But anyway, we got back, cleaned up, took off for the house. Kind of had a little extra 2-hour detour to drop your duck off. Got back, about 7-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Then had to come back to your house, and I had to make my 40-minute drive home.
It was a long day.
Oh, it was a long day.
'Cause that started at 4 a.m. like the rest of them.
And I got in the bed. My wife didn't miss me because she rolled right over and went to sleep. So nothing new at the Crow home. And that was our duck trip. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, it was action packed.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. What else you got on the ducks? You got anything other than you do it again?
Well, I am glad we went ahead and bought a little better wader than that.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
now that because we were worried about who wants to be out in 20 degrees in the water, but I mean, never did get cold.
No.
Which Charlie tried to tell me. He said, duck hunting.
Uh-oh. There's going to be a car leaving. She's taking the grandkids back. She was keeping them tonight.
He said, duck hunting in 25 is a lot different than deer hunting in 25. I promise you. You're going to be moving, swinging. He said, you will not be cold like you think you would. And we didn't even wear gloves.
No.
I tried. I tried for a minute, and you can't. We was having to load so fast. I mean, there was no way.
Now, I mean, if it's 10 degrees, and
I
it
got
might be
thinking,
different.
You know, like the thin turkey gloves
Yeah.
that you could still load in and all that. That's probably just something to keep that.
Maybe that turkey glove with the finger and thumb cut out where you can load.
And just keep the cool air knocked off your hands.
Well, I'll be honest with the bibs. You slide your hands in there.
Buff. That's pretty nice.
And if you throw the hand warmer in there with it, I mean, you wouldn't need it.
Nah.
Other than just standing there with the gun where you couldn't do it. But
and
most
we
of the time,
spend a lot of time like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, because they would come down that slough. You didn't know when this come. They just come out of
some
nowhere.
past me that I didn't even know was past me till I could see them going the other way. And Charlie shot
Charlie and Ron cut loose them 12 gauges down there. Boom, boom, boom.
But I thought the 20s did fine.
Well,
for the distance we were shooting. I think they did great.
And they were They seem to be pretty proud of our shooting.
Oh yeah.
I see.
I hope they weren't just blowing smoke up us, but I think we didn't miss. They missed as many as we missed. I mean, we didn't miss many. Man. Not many got shot at that left there.
No, if it come back through the 4 guns, something got it.
So it was fun. I'll just say it. It was fun, and I'll do it again. Would I become a full-time duck hunter living in Alabama? No, I wouldn't. Now, if I had a lease like Charlie's got,
I can't afford it.
Well, I would have to be a buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't afford a 4-seater Ranger jacked up with 30-inch mud paddle tires on. I don't know what you call them tires, but man, they
Terminators.
I know, but I mean, they look like they had boat paddles.
We call them rice paddy tires.
Yeah, man, it was something else. It looked like one of them big swamp buggies you see on them alligator hunter shows when they're down there catching snakes or something.
I tell you what, we seen a lot of money running around there.
I'm just telling you.
Boats and jacked up buggies and just they was some money
and
running
big
around.
4-wheel drives. Yeah, everywhere. I didn't see many clunkers.
And I done figured out you're not going far in a truck.
Oh no,
that's that's just to get from point A to point B.
Well, you heard Charlie talking about before he got y'all lifted his buggy. He would park there and just park down the road and then walk all the way back in there.
Yeah,
man,
he just couldn't go. He can now, though.
He can.
He's hanging with the big dogs now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. You got anything else? I mean, we wanted to make this duck hunting show, and I know it's turkey season, and we'll have one coming up. We're going to do another one here soon, talking about our deer hunts and our turkey plans and all that kind of stuff. So we won't even get into that on this one. But we do. I will say we got the NWTF coming. We'll be at the Legacy Premium Game Calls booth. I can't remember the booth number. I was going to look it up, but I didn't want to dig through here while I'm on the podcast. We'll get that booth number out in the next podcast. So, and if you do show up and you want to hear what any call William makes, you get Dustin. He will have the calls around his neck. He's been practicing. If you want, like I said, you want to hear the coon squalor, tell him. You want to hear the duck call. No, he ain't got no duck calls, does he? No. Well, he's got a wood duck.
I don't have one of those.
Well, they lay over there. He'll let you blow on one of them. We need to get Charlie one of them. Booth. Oh, we looked it up for him. The Legacy Premium Game Call booth is booth number 651. I think he's been in that same spot since they moved to Nashville.
I do
so
too.
If you saw us last year, you know where we'll be, unless we're out carousing.
Or takes us 45 minutes to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, well.
One way. Mm-hmm. Like it did last year. We were an hour and a half trying to go straight to the bathroom and
crazy.
back.
So anyway. Well, all right. If you got anything else on the list, buy a T-shirt, folks. We still got a box full of them. I know I got to get Nick. I'm just going to carry Nick's to him to the show. Make him wear it.
Few more weeks.
He can wear it in the booth. Yeah, that's what he'll do. Won't you, Nick? Yeah. I know you listen. If you made it through the ducks. I don't know if he's ever duck hunted or not, but he'd like it. I guarantee you'd like it. I didn't think I would. I'm 60 years old, people. I thought I'd die never shooting at a duck legally. I have shot at a duck once during dove season, but I didn't hit it. Anyway, well, all right. If you got nothing else, I guess we'll wrap this one up.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see y'all in about a week, and take care of your trees because that's where turkeys sleep.